All right, Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BASHIM YAHWASHI, BASHIM Wakah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect of Israel. The lesson I want to get into is basically when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. But in this case, in this time, all of creations is mourning. All right, all flesh is mourning. The birds, the plants, and the people. All right, why? Because the earth is ran by a proud man. The Edomites, the so-called white man. All right, and this is just getting into their Esau's blessing with him having the fatness of the earth, and with him having the fatness of the earth, we know that we're in the end times. Because why? Because Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is being that followeth. Esau is not a worthy ruler. He's not a worthy judge. Because look how the earth is being ran. Right? Life is destroyed in every facet. There's no life at all in this place. In the people, in the food, in the air. The only thing holding us from utter destruction by the so-called white man is YAHAWASHI, because Esau has a boundary he cannot pass in his wickedness. Death is a standard here. That's all the people know how to do is promote death. People of this world put themselves so high and so superior, yet don't know how to live. They want to live forever, and then they think the earth will be around if they weren't wiped out. The earth would not last. All right, that's why the so-called white man has to be destroyed. All Esau does is take. He gives no time for the earth to replenish. He doesn't have a land Sabbath. He doesn't give the earth time to recycle or decompose or do what it's been made to do. All right, creation is perfect. We have food, fibers, fuel, raw materials. Everything that is made comes from the earth. Everything. Your TV, your bed, it all comes from the earth. And the earth does not belong to us. All right, the earth is out of whack because it's ran by a wacko. There's no biodiversity, cutting down trees, by the trillions, deforestation, overfishing, pollution. You got animals beaching themselves, birds falling off the sky, animals dying of depression because they're caged up in zoos. You got animals committing suicide. Like, come on. Migration patterns are all messed up. Creation is made perfect, but when it's ran by a proud man, this is the results. Okay, you got lights on all day, all night. You got turtles being born. They're supposed to follow the moonlight to the sea. They're following street lights. They're getting ran over by cars, and Moabites making soup out of them. You got loud boats and cruise liner ships messing up migration patterns for whales, making them go deaf. All that stuff, man. The whole earth is mourning because of it's ran by a crazy wacko by the name of Esau Edom and the Edomites. All right, so I don't want to ramble on too much, so let me just get into the lesson. This is I'm gonna start in 2nd Esdras 6:38. And I said, O Lord, thou spakest from the beginning of the creation, even the first day, and said it thus, let heaven and earth be made, and thy word was a perfect work. All right, when the Most High speaks, it comes into existence. Because he's the King of Kings. He get what he wants, he gets. All right. The earth is and the domain and everything of it is the Lord's, YAHAWASHI. Right? We can't duplicate what has already been made. All we can do is mimic, but that's what a proud man does. He tries to mimic what is already made perfect, trying to basically tell the Creator that he can do it better, telling the Most High what to do with his creation. Like the Most High doesn't know what he made and doesn't know how it works, right? That's what happens again when the earth is ran by a proud man. We can't duplicate things like the carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, phosphate cycle. Stuff that we don't take account of, and we don't really fully appreciate because we're in this flesh, but things that we take for granted. And the people of this world don't know who the Most High is. They receive benefits for free, and they don't acknowledge Him. They don't give thanks or give reverence. They take credit for creation, right? Or whatever other idol they give credit to, Mother Earth and all this wickedness, right? But again, creation is perfect. It's fine the way it was, but when the earth is ran by a proud man, this is the results you get. And you have this animation, of a whale, and it's garbage. It's just a whale of garbage, because then you see things like whales beaching themselves full of garbage in their mouth. It's not far-fetched, because this is the results of when the world is ran by a proud man. This is 1 Corinthians 10:26. For the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. All right. We don't own any of these things here on earth. All right. But here Esau, he makes you pay for water. He makes you pay for whatever. He makes you pay for things that come from the earth. He makes you pay for wood, for air. He makes you pay for life, but all he promotes is death. It just shows the world is backwards, right? And that's why this world has to go, and it needs new rulership. This is 2 Esdras 9:10. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, like I was saying. The people of this world receive benefits from the Most High, and they don't know who He is, right? They breathe air constantly. As I speak, I'm breathing in air. In, out, breathe in and out, breathe in and out. All the day, And not 1 second do these people say the water YAHAWASHI. Right? We know, that the air is polluted, and the water is polluted, But that's because of the inhabitants thereof has defiled the earth, not because the earth was defiled from the beginning. Right? Again, creation was made perfect. It is perfect. And always will be perfect because the Creator made it, right? But the only way that it becomes defiled is when it's ran by a proud man. Okay. Well, I can even read up here in second Esdras 9. I'll read 9. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which have abused my ways. All right. The world is in a pitiful case. All right. Again. Is ran by a proud man. All that's promoted is death. Fish being tormented. You got boats all day, all night, driving around, cutting up fish, cutting up the waters. People in jet skis. The earth is in pitiful case. All right. And they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. We're tormented. The air we breathe, we take showers in poison. We eat poisonous food, with GMOs and fruit with no seeds. And people wonder why, breaking all type of records for cancer and respiratory diseases and cardiovascular diseases, and people wonder why. And then they want to make new inventions, and say, oh, this will save, that they're so proud, they will not change their habits. Because why? Because they're the wicked. And that's who runs this world. All right. And that's the result. The people follow who rules. All right. And the Esau and the Edomites rule. So wickedness is the standard. Death is the standard. All right. And the earth, like it says, no flesh would be saved if it wasn't for the elect. All right. The whole earth would be destroyed. And then they want to talk about going to Mars and that's just Esau and the Edomites. All right. I'm gonna start here. Let me just get Habakkuk 2:5. Yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, is his his philosophies. All right. He is a proud man. All right. He thinks he knows everything. Like Isaiah 14:14, you know, Esau thinks he's the Most High. He says, I will stand above the heights of heaven. I will be like the Most High. All right. That's why he tries to create his own, stupid inventions, and they don't never work. Right. GMOs and all this type of stuff. He's just trying to mimic as best as he can. And then it's a lousy attempt, because he can't, like he says, the arm is too short to box for the Most High. He can't. It's a joke, right? And that's why Esau has to go. But I didn't get too ahead of myself. He's a proud man, neither keepeth at home. All right. he takes. All Esau does is take, right? All Esau does is take, neither keepeth at home. All right. He's always in people's business. He's in places where he shouldn't be. Because why? His blessing is by the sword. So he takes places down by violence. He takes what he wants by violence. All right. Who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death. All right. Everywhere he goes, he brings death and hell. All right. Because Esau, again, Esau and the Edomites are the wicked. All right. All he can promote is death. Death is a standard. And even, when it says he neither keepeth at home and who enlargeth his desire as hell, that goes back to the curse of Cain. Genesis 4 and 11. Esau is a vagabond. All right. He has no home. All right. Because he's cursed. And that's why the whole earth is cursed, because he is the ruler right now. All right. And the earth needs new rulership. Continue on. And cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. All right, again, he can't be satisfied. He's talking about exploring space and all this nonsense. He can't even take care of his he can't take care of home. He can't take care of his rulership here on earth. So where does he go? He keeps going, promoting death. Because he's a proud man. And he's drunken with his own wine. All right, this is 2 Esdras 15:5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, and death. It's like sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. All right, again, because the wicked, the Edomites, they have a boundary which they cannot pass in wickedness. All right, because what? The sins are all the way up unto heaven, man. And their evil hurtful works are they're coming to an end, because if it goes any further, the earth would not be here. All right, because all Esau does is destroyed. Here, let me get this is Jeremiah. So this is what has to happen, all right? Because the earth needs new rulership, and the earth has to be cleansed, all right? It's at a point where it has to be a new heavens and a new earth, all right? Because it's destroyed and it's defiled and it needs to be cleansed. So here's what's gonna have to happen. This is Jeremiah 4:27. For thus hath the Lord YAHAWAH said, the whole earth shall be desolate, yet will I not make a full end. So Most High is not going to destroy his creation, what he created, but he has to do house cleaning. All right, he's gonna have to make a restart. The earth has to reset itself, so it has to be cleansed. So that's why he says the whole land shall be desolate, yet will I not make a full end. Because why? Because the new heavens and the new earth has to come. All right, for the children of Israel, the covenant, the children of the covenant. All right, this is 28. For this shall the earth mourn, and the heavens above be black, because I have spoken it. I have proposed it, and will not repent. So the Most High is not going to take it back. The earth has to be destroyed. So he said it, so it has to be done, because the earth is defiled. All right. Neither will I turn back from it. The Most High is not going to repent from it. He's not going to turn back from it. All right. It has to be done, because there has to be a new heavens and a new earth. All right, because the earth is defiled. All right, it has to be restarted. All right, and here's why. This is Numbers 35 and 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land. So the blood, the blood of the people, the blood of more importantly, the blood of the Israelites, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, the whole earth is defiled by blood. All right, for blood, for blood it defileth the land. So all our blood, has defiled the land. All right, because it's been shed by the wicked. Right, even the animals, the animals' blood is defiled the land. You got, here whales, all type of innocent blood being shed under a proud man's rulership, the Edomites, the so-called white man. Continue on. And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein. It can't be cleansed by the blood that's been shed, but by the blood of him that shed it. The blood of him that shed the blood has to clean the land. All right, so that's why the world has to be made desolate. The earth has to be made desolate. All right, and the Edomites have to be destroyed. All right, because that's the only way to clean the land back. All right, this is 34. Defile not therefore the land which ye shall inhabit, wherein I dwell. All right, because again, this is the Most High's earth. This is the earth is the Lord's. All right, because he dwells here. This is where we praise him. For I, the Lord Yahweh, dwell among the children of Israel. All right, they don't say nobody else. Say the children of Israel. All right. So this is the promise. All right. So this is what's going to happen. This is why the earth has to be restarted, because now, once the earth is destroyed, I won't say the earth. Why this world's going to be destroyed? The new world's going to come. The real new world order. All right. This is Isaiah 65 and 17. For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered, nor come into mind. All right, no one wants to remember this place. This place sucks, right? This is 18. But be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and her people a joy. This hasn't been fulfilled because we got gutter rats in our Holy Land. The Amalekites. The so-called Jews, right? The earth over there, there's nothing but wars going on, bombs going off as I speak, right? That's how you know those aren't the people of the book. All right, they're imposters. This is 19. And I will rejoice in Jerusalem, and joy in my people, and the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying. There shall be no more thence an infant of days, nor an old man that have not fulfilled his days. All right, so we're not going to die young no more. We're not going to die 18, 16, getting shot up in the streets, dying of some type of disease at birth, whatever the case may be. All right, because, the righteous are going to be in rulership. Because, again, the earth needs new rulers. All right, and that's going to be under the Israelites. All right, the 12 tribes of Israel, the so-called Negroes and Latinos and Native Americans. All right. For the child shall not die in 100 years old, but the sinner being 100 years old shall be accursed. So it's going to be a curse to die 100 years old in the new world. All right, because the earth is going to give back its fruit again. It's going to be able to rest and replenish and do what it's been created to do. All right, but it's not going to happen under this current rulership. There's no debating, we can cut back here. It's not going to work. How long has that been going on? All these sanctuaries and whatever case you may call it, the earth needs new rulership. All right, because the earth is going to continue to mourn under a proud man who is ruling, in which his name is Esau. All right, the Edomites, so-called white man. All right, the so-called white man is the cancer of this world. All right, and he has to be destroyed. In order for the book to be fulfilled, these things have to come to pass. All right. But those ones is edifying. And again, I want to give our praise to Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Shalom.